have two statements and I have a question. Okay. First statement. Tupac made a song called Dear Mama, right?
Okay.
And in this song he states, I got my name from a woman, a game from a woman. That's in regards to the game piece.
Right.
So you need to learn how to appreciate the woman, right?
Right.
So those are words of wisdom in my book. Two, Miss Tracy Raw Silk was correct. The learning how to respect a woman comes from birth. Women teach men how to be men, and men teach women how to be women. Because your first interaction in this world is with your parents. So you don't learn how to be intimate, love a man, unless your father's there to teach you that. The problem is, I think there's a lot of baggage involved, and that's why people get sidetracked and blinded by the fact that, or played by the game, because they have these false expectations. So at the end of the day, you have parents that are designed to do two things: either teach you what way to be or what way not to be. But you have to utilize wisdom to understand the difference. Sure. My question is, the Bible says woman came from man, right? From the rib. Okay. If that is true, why are men giving birth today? What happened? What changed? So really think about the dynamics of it.
Because they have abdicated their role and responsibility. Here's the thing. I agree with some of the things that you said, but I don't believe a woman can teach a man how to be a man. I believe a woman can teach a man how to respond and love a woman, but a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. Just like my daddy couldn't teach me how to be a woman, I got that from my mom. But my daddy showed me how I was supposed to be treated by a man as a woman. And so I think that men have abdicated that role and responsibility, which has caused the woman to have to stand up and to be something that she was not created to be.
I partially agree with her, but then I totally disagree. Okay, and the reason why I disagree or whatever is stuff is because since the dawning of time, women have had to step up, stand out, and do the nurturing with the first experience. I agree. Think about this. Every single woman that gets into a problem relationship, the first thing she said is, why isn't he more compassionate? Why isn't he understanding to my needs? Why is he so unemotional? Those are not things that a man is going to teach him. A mother always teaches her son that spirit. Okay, the only thing a man teaches a man is how to pee in the toilet correctly, how to stand up, how to fight, how to argue. No, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking about manhood things. But the woman is the first experience to pour into that child. And then I have to trust you enough to hand over my diamond and say, I've taken him here. Now you need to take him the rest of the way.
I perfectly said, because I believe that the man teaches the sons how to be strong. Endurance. But when it comes to loving the mate, the opposite sex, that comes from the opposite sex.
That's what I said. I said that I agree that okay, so let me back up. So the most influential person in a child's life is the same-sex parent, because that's what they're going to grow to become. Okay? So my mother taught me how to be a woman. My father taught me what to expect from a man. My daddy taught my brother how to be a man. My mother helped my brother navigate how to nurture a woman and how to respond to a woman and how to engage to a woman. But my mother could not teach my brother how to be a man because she's not a man. And that's fine that you disagree, but I think that's the misconception. I can't teach my son how to be a man because I'm not a man. And there's certain things that he is going to experience as a man that I can't even relate to because I'm a woman. And that's my thought process.
Well, I wanted to say real quick that you said something I thought was real powerful. You said, when did men start giving birth? And I thought that was a powerful thing you said. This isn't February, but a little Black history. If we go back to the Willie Lynch letter, whether it's real or not, the significance of it is real. And what happened is that the breakdown and the confusion of the role of the male, the female, the mother, the father, it all started back then. And so once that happened, it twisted things around, and now we see that thing finally coming full circle in how we are socializing ourselves in relationships. And we are now, though we are the ones who physically give birth, men are the ones that, as Coach is giving us these rules, that are creating the rules. They're creating creating the atmosphere. They are giving birth to what's good, what's bad, what's in between. So I agree with understanding how we have turned this thing around, how we've basically been the manifestation of that negative thing with the Willie Lynch letter. So bottom line, I think that what has to happen is the more we are educated on this and that we can move out of ourselves, get rid of our bitterness, and stop looking at each other sideways, women versus men.
Stop the pettiness.
Stop the pettiness.
Yes.
Then we can go back to our natural design. And then we don't have to have women showing men how to be men and men showing women and vice versa.
Coach, can I just say something? Because she raised the point, and that's the actual valid point. Because again, if you take to the Willie Lynch letter and you go beyond, it was the woman who raised that man into manhood. And once he became legal age by that village to take over as a man, the man took him away from his mother to separate that nurturing, because you done got everything that she needed to teach you. Now I just need to teach you how to hunt, how to survive, and how to take care of a woman. I totally disagreed with you, because as a single woman, my son is all man, and he got that from me because his father fell short. Okay, so I think that this misconception that women cannot teach a man how to be a man. You're right. I will never have the experience of a man. But if you're realistic with it, there are men that are teaching women how to be women because their mother is not there also.
So I would say this, and it's an interesting conversation, but this is why there's a two-parent system. You know, this is why there's a two-parent system. Yeah. And the idea is that mothers nurture. And this isn't being sexist, it's just, I think it's being realistic. Yeah. Mothers nurture, fathers, if mothers had their way, their kids would never leave home.
Right.
Yeah. Okay?
No. I'm not that mom. I had the U-Haul truck pulling up the keys.
You may not be that mom, but I'm telling you, for many moms, because of nurturing, okay, the father begins the separation and the adult pieces. Now, if we're honest about it, boys are mama's boys until they're about 12 or 13. And that's when they need dad, and dad helps them negotiate this birthing manhood thing. But when about 16 or 17, they become mama boys again, and they become mom's protector. Yeah. Girls do the exact opposite. They're daddy's girls till they're about 11, 12. They start needing their mom to do things that dad don't have nothing to do with. Okay, but after a while, they become daddy's protectors. So this idea about manhood and woman, it really boils down to that we must understand how we help the next generation be all they can be. They must be better than we are now. They must be better than we are now. Okay.
I agree to some of that stuff. So you might just be the 1 out of 10 mother that actually raised a boy that turned out to be a good boy. Like I think that after a certain age that, you know, I know men that take care of their kids, and I tell them, I think that at a certain point age, the father should take them full time, because there's no way that we can ever teach a man anything. We can just give them certain guidelines, but you might be the one parent that actually had a boy that turned out to be good, that was raised completely by his mother. I'm talking about like right now in the society, a lot of parents, we don't have the Trinity. We don't have that. We have single moms. We have more single dads raising girls than anything. That's what's happening right now.
Because society is narcissistic.
Society is narcissistic. Like it's just the way it is. Unfortunate. As right now, I'm in the system with the kids, with the parents, and I'm seeing the breakdown. You know, we got moms who get mad at the kids. They look like the fathers because the father's not around. It's not the reason people not even having kids the way you used to have kids before. Right. That's a whole, you know, girls will have kids and be nurturers. Girls popping babies out like nothing and passing them off. When did you ever know a woman to hold a baby for 9 months?
It's becoming accepted.
It's becoming accepted.
So what we have to do as a society, we have to change the dynamics.
Yes. Right.
We have to change them completely. We have to start celebrating one another for being a woman and for being a man, and from a woman being a lady. We have to transition to that. I mean, one day I looked at Facebook and there was so many angry comments on there. Oh, this man ain't nothing, she not nothing. Well, if I looked at this all day long, as a woman, I'm going to feel like I am nothing. Right. You know, we've already been beat up mentally for what, over 700 years, and now I have you beating up on me. Now I have you telling me that I don't know how to be a woman. Now you're telling me I'm easily replaced. We easily replace each other, but we need one another to grow. At the end of the day, you ask me about needs and wants. I need my man.
Yeah.
And man, you need your woman.
That's right.
That's a need, and that's all I need. So we need to change the dynamics. We need to start celebrating one another. We got to get these young sisters to know you have to love and nurture her and care for her and protect her. My brother, I need you to teach him how to protect me. Because one day we're going to all have to join together as men and women and protect one another. Period.
So, and I think one of the critical things is that because we cannot do this by ourselves, okay, whether you're a single mom, and I applaud single parents, that's hard. But you understand that was never the design of creation to be single parents.
Exactly.
Okay? I do not think, and this is just me, I'm not a scientist, I don't think women can raise men. Okay? I don't think men can raise women. I think as a man, I can raise a woman to what I think I want to see in a woman. But I cannot raise her to be a woman. As a woman, I think you can raise your boy to what you think a man should be, what you think you want to see out of a man, but I don't think you can raise a man. Not because you don't have the heart to, not because you don't have a desire to. I don't think that creation has allowed for that. But what creation has allowed, that what you cannot do, Providence does on your behalf. There are some great men out there who moms did their best with them and did all they could. There's some things that Providence had to do for them that mom couldn't do. So when Providence is a husband to the husbandless, a father to the fatherless, a mother to the motherless, that's the delta. But at the end of the day, we do the best we can, and that's all we can do. But if we understand the rules that we set out, then our men will be better because they'll be better boys, they become better men.
Amen.
Our women will be better because they're better girls, they become better men, they become better women. And at the end of the day, society becomes better because individuals have gotten better because we've done a better job with them. So part of what knowing the rules is about, it's not about not getting played, it's about helping the next generation not fall for the same okey-doke that we've been doing for the last 3 or 4 generations. All right.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
You're right about that, though. But do you really understand yourself? Do you really know yourself?
Are you asking me directly?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, I do.
I don't think so, though. But, you know, for me, standing here watching and listening from time to time, I don't think you really understand yourself. You got a lot of baggage that you carry with you all the time. You need to let that go.
So, let me say this, that we all carry baggage. And so I can know myself and know my baggage, which is the third rule, parenthetically. Thanks for the lead in. Which is third. So, but if I know my baggage, I mean, again, if I don't know myself, I can't know Melissa. Don't Melissa, I can't know my baggage. That's why they're in that order. But I can have baggage and know who I am and understand my baggage. And at the end of the day,
but do you really know it? Do you really understand your baggage?
Well, see, and here's the thing about understanding your baggage. We are all in the process of becoming. We're all in the process of becoming who eventually we are destined to be. None of us has reached our destiny place.
Right. I agree.
Okay? So the things, but the key is, am I better today than I was yesterday? Okay? And will I be better tomorrow than I am today?
Yeah.
And so the answer to I don't fully know. I don't fully know everything about me. I didn't create me. I didn't create me. But here's what I do know. I know myself as well as I possibly can at this juncture. But you know what will happen? And I'll submit this to you and everybody else. We're going to do something later on in life. We're going to go, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. You know, because we didn't think that was part of who we are. We didn't think it was even possible we could do that. But we do it. And what the book of life says, that those things which are in us come out.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, Providence helps reveal those things so we can deal with those things.
Agree.
Make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay. That's the coach. That's the coachable moment.
Sometimes it's hard
Okay.
to let it go.
It is sometimes.
It's not that easy.
But you know, I mean,
Sometimes it's hard to let go.
but sometimes baggage is okay. And when I say it's okay, it's is that you have to be willing, because we're not perfect and we're not fake. I mean, I'm not a piece of paper. I'm not a cartoon. I should have multi-dimensions to who I am. And if I have baggage and I know what that baggage is, then I should be able to help that to grow who I am. Someone said, I think it was Diggs, that she was taking all of the stuff in her relationship that didn't work out, the negative stuff, and getting the wrong lessons from it. Yeah. Sometimes we got to take that stuff and see the real lesson. If I keep, and this is not my story, but it's a lot of women's story, if I keep dating the abusive guy, and every guy I date that's abusive, something should tell me not how to stay away from the abusive guy, but what's in me that attracts the abusive guy. So I feel like or allows it. You've got to, it's okay to have baggage. The only problem with baggage is when you allow baggage to dictate what you're not willing to grow from. Yes. To grow. When you're not willing to grow. Absolutely. That's when baggage becomes a problem.
So in other words, it's okay to have baggage. It's not okay for your baggage to have you.
That's it.
I think one thing that's important, we understand this concept. Hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
Right? But in life, it's just like riding in a car. A car has tires, but it also has to have shocks to support it. You're going to always come across friends that hurt you, family that hurt you, relationships that may hurt you. But in order for you to be able to snap back and bounce back, you have to learn how to forgive people. You have to learn how to be flexible. And I'm not saying that you have to keep being punished by the same person over and over again, but you learn from those things that hurt you, and you do better the next time. Because when you know better, you do better. So if we learn how to forgive, I think we'd be better people for that.
And forgiveness is for you anyway.
Right.
At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the person that offended you. It's more or less you taking your power back and cleaning your nation. Whatever it is I'm supposed to manifest in. But I'm going to forgive you because at the end of the day, my happiness belongs to me. Yes. Not you. We give our happiness freely. That's the problem. And then we always get ourselves caught in wearing shoes that's not meant for us to wear anyway. That's the agitation.
That's why it's important to know that baggage, because you know what's okay. You package it up in its baggage, and we know what's okay to put in the closet, but we don't forget what that sweater did to hurt us, essentially. You grow and you learn and you change. Like I said before, my list is my list because of how I've been hurt before. There's certain baggage items that I have that I don't want it to be new baggage. I don't want to keep carrying that baggage. So I put those things on my list. You don't leave the baggage behind. You still need it because you grow and you change. Now, you shouldn't let it still affect you. It should not steal your happiness at all. But I know that I still have my baggage. I'm okay with saying that.
But baggage is a weight, though, right?
It is a weight.
You gotta understand when you speak of the word baggage, what that translates to people. You know what I'm saying? Baggage. A lot of people think baggage. Erykah Badu made a song, "Bag Lady." You gonna because you got so much stuff you carrying on with you.
But some of that stuff is a part of me at the same time, and I don't forget.
I dig it. Don't lose the lessons. Yes. That's the key part. But the baggage, the hurt, the pain, you gotta let that go. That's the part of forgiveness. Right. That's the part of moving forward.
But to piggyback on what you're saying, listen, y'all. This is important. Everybody keeps saying, "I'll forgive you." I won't forget. To not forget is not to forgive. Because when God forgives us of our sin, He throws it in the sea of forgetfulness. Not the next time when you pray to Him, He reminds you.
Hold on. God told you that?
Wait. I'm going to tell you what the Bible says. He throws it in the sea of forgetfulness. What I'm saying to you is that when you pray to Him again, He said, "No, I can't bless you. I can't answer your prayers because remember what you did July 13th, 2014. I can't do it for that." You can't forget the situation, but you got to learn how to forget the offense and move on from it. That's what it means to forget.
So truly forgive, you can't forget. To truly forgive, you cannot forget. Point blank. If you was to read the beginning of every Bible, see, here's the thing, people pick up the Bible and they just go straight to the chapters. They don't read the forethought. They don't read the mindset of the individuals that put this work in here. If you read in the beginning of most Bibles, it'll say only 25% of this book contains the Word of God. And one has to question, is this whole book consist of 25%, or is 25% hidden in this book?
And that's another discussion.
But see what I'm saying? People forgave slavery, right? People forgave slavery, right? You forget it, right? You forget it looks like.
No.
Then it can be easily reimposed back onto you.
No, we don't forget it.
I feel like
I'm sorry.
Great conversation.
Hold on.
So at the end of the day, This is why we have these transformational conversations. There it is. And when we're done, we want you to know. You guys have a good night. Thank you very much.